Ciao a tutti, io sono Virginia, vi do il benvenuto in un nuovo video e oggi io in realtà darei la parola ad alcuni dei miei amicicci, insomma altri expat che risiedono in Cina da ormai tantissimi anni. Mi hanno mandato dei video, anche perché alcuni di loro col fatto di tutta questa ambaradan virus e non quant'altro sono rimasti bloccati in altri paesi e si sono un po' prestati a rispondere ad alcune delle domande più gettonate che ci vengono fatte costantemente in continuazione da tutti, un po' sul, insomma, il perché abbiamo deciso di vivere in Cina, il perché appunto una scelta così radicale, domande relative alla lingua, come abbiamo fatto a imparare il cinese, insomma, tante curiosità. E appunto, se volete saperne di più, io vi consiglio di rimanere fino alla fine del video. Quindi queste sono le vostre 10 domande a cui i miei amici hanno risposto. Cominciamo!
I'm from the USA, America.
And I'm coming from Bulgaria, Sofia.
I come from Morocco.
Living in China is fantastic with a capital F. I love living here. I've been living here more or less eight and a half years, all in Chengdu. I took a little break in between for about a year, but I came back because I just love living here. It's super convenient. The food is great. The people are fantastic. And they're even more fantastic if you learn Chinese, Sichuanhua or Putonghua. Chinese people really open up to you a lot more if you can speak their language, like most people anywhere on earth. And then you can really get involved with them and their culture.
It's good, it's quite good. I like it and I don't like it at the same time.
So I spent 5 years in China and it was amazing. Yes, you have some hassles, as everywhere. Trying to cross the street sometimes is pretty funny in the beginning. After you get used to it, it's just a piece of cake.
Well, when I was in college, I majored in foreign languages, Japanese and Mandarin. I studied in Japan for a year. I can speak Japanese. And then I was studying Chinese also. And then after I graduated, I moved here.
I decided to live in China because my friend, he used to live in China and he told me like about China and he was speaking a lot. Then I just asked him how much is the tuition fee and it was very cheap. And then like I went to China to study the language and now I'm studying my degree over there.
I'm doing hospitality. I wanted to travel a lot and China was pretty new destination for hospitality. Every day, new hotel, new city. It was a good idea, why not? Nice food, the best food, I think.
It was, at first, the Sichuanese. So I learned Mandarin in my college in the US, but then living here, you realize, hey, most people outside are speaking in local Sichuan dialect. So that was a challenge. It wasn't anything negative, it was a good challenge for me. And other than that, probably getting used to how the hospitals work. Hospitals here, you pay first, and then you wait in line, and it's just a hassle.
It's the food. Yeah, the food and sometimes the mentality is not the same. The weather also. And the city where I live, it doesn't have the beach. And me, I'm a beach addict. That's why.
The most difficult thing and challenging thing in China is definitely the language and the dialects. When you start to learn Chinese, you're gonna be super happy. Yeah, now everybody's gonna understand me probably. And then you realize that you do have not only Putonghua, you have Sichuanhua, Emeihua, Lishanhua, and nope, you can understand everybody and almost nobody can understand you. But with the time, with patience, you can survive.
I think my favorite thing about living here is, one, the languages, because that's what I love doing, and especially Chinese languages. Also, the food, and in Chengdu, you can get any food anywhere now. It's not like it was 7 or 8 years ago where it was hard to find, really good Japanese food or really good Italian food or something. You can find a lot of good foods here if you know where to look. So probably the food and just the convenience. And I really like teaching, so I really enjoy the school systems.
Food, definitely. Partying. Chengdu is known about party life, the city which doesn't sleep. It's an amazing place, and the people are fantastic, super friendly, and the bars are nice. I can talk a lot about bars. It's super fantastic restaurants in Chengdu. I was fascinated for the vegetarian restaurants. Vegetarian Chinese food is super good, super good, especially the hot pot.
Yes, I can. I can speak Mandarin. That's my best foreign language. It's, not the same as my native, but it's not bad. Now it's a C2. It's pretty good. I'm not trying to boast. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. My Cantonese is next, which is pretty good. It's probably about a C1, a B2, C1.
我会说中文。
Yes, I can speak three kinds of Chinese, which is a little bit funny. It's only Putonghua, but it's most like food and beverage, only for hospitality. I can speak surviving Chinese, which is like you to be able to catch your taxi and to be able to explain your address, no matter if you are drinking or not drinking. It's super hard, believe me.
I started learning Chinese when I was in college back in like 2009-ish, 2008 maybe. My teacher was from Taipei, and she wrote all in the traditional characters. So I really liked it because I used to draw a lot when I was in high school. So I saw the pictures, the characters is like pictures. So I learned my first 1,000 characters, more than 1,000 in the traditional. And when I was in college, everything I learned how to say, I learned how to write. So I could write everything I could say. So for me, that was super cool, because then at least the things I learned, I could write or type on the computer to my friends, and I could have conversations even without speaking if it was through like texting or something. And then later, so how I did that, I wrote every day to practice my handwriting, and then I had a tutor. We would read the dialogues together in the books. She would say it once, I would hear it. Sometimes I would record it on my phone if I remembered. And then I would read it after listening to her. And then afterwards, she would correct my tones.
With my colleagues, with my friends, and finally with teachers. The best way is with teachers, because they're gonna teach you the real language, and if your teacher knows how to work with foreigners, it's really fun.
Write whatever you can say. Learn pinyin as fast as you can. It takes a couple of days. That's it.
When you want to travel to China, don't read, just go. No expectations. Live with Chinese, go out with Chinese, learn Chinese, eat Chinese food. Just don't separate yourself or don't isolate yourself to go out only with foreigners. If you go to China, just try to learn the culture. Once you learn the cultures, when you go out with the Chinese, understand how they think, the things are just getting easier and easier. If you decide to live only with foreigners, go out only with foreigners and not going into the culture, it's not so cool. It's better to have culture exchange. It's super funny. Dating is almost only online by apps, different kinds. It can be good, it can be bad, as everything else in life.
Of course, Western, of course. I didn't try a lot of Chinese food. My favorite is still called bao jidi. It's like something chicken, caramelized chicken, and I like it. I tried it only once, and that's the only Chinese food I ate.
But I really love Chinese food, definitely. But sometimes you need a break. Dan Dan Mian and Huoguo. Really love Huoguo, especially, as I said, the vegetarian one with tomato soup. Let's see what else I do love. Mapo tofu, not bad. It's also good. It's dim sum I love, but it's more Guangdong. Jiaozi, love it. Oh my god, almost everything I love.
Ecco, perfetto, queste sono state le loro 10 risposte. Io ringrazio tantissimissimo i miei amici. Thank you guys so much, you're precious, thanks a lot, seriously. E spero che questo video vi sia piaciuto. Se voleste farmi delle domande a cui io posso rispondere personalmente, poi lasciate un commento e in futuro poi magari faccio un altro video. Se volete anche qualche dettaglio in più, come al solito, non fatevi scrupoli. Io vi ricordo di iscrivervi, mettermi un like, suonare la campanella, vi ricordo il mio account TikTok, il nostro account TikTok mio e di Sen, che è Virgi in China. E nulla, io vi mando un bacio, vi mando un saluto, noi ci vediamo al prossimo video e ciao!